And finally, we're back in there with Final Fantasy 16. I was playing this for the longest time, but it ended up not working for a while. That I just didn't want to play it for a while. I just wanted to play other games, and I want to test other things out. I can only play the same game for so long before I get tired or burnt out. So, I was watching my friend Irakami play Final Fantasy 14 yesterday, and in the beginning, he started to talk about how there will be times he'll be playing a game for like 3 weeks consecutively, like a little, like a lot, all the time kind of thing. And then all of a sudden, he'll have to like go somewhere or like do something, and he'll just stop playing. And he just won't play the game again for a while. And I was just like, the same thing has happened to me. He was talking about Metaphor Refantasio, but why did it go to keyboard? That was crazy. It's so fucking cool. I don't even remember this game, dog. Okay. I know. That. Wow, okay. I know I used to, like, be doing something. Okay, I swapped through here. And this is dodge, okay. So I haven't touched Final Fantasy 16 in a long time, actually. And I, like, really like this game. I just want to chill and play it.
You're that soldier who chased off the royalists. But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
If you wait long enough to play a game, it'll feel like a brand new game again. Because you will have forgotten so much of it. After playing other games, you come back and it's like a fresh experience. Hey guys, it's Jiro, sometimes known as Rinji, and if you know me, you love me. Today, I'm here to talk about my life, bro. Thank you so much for watching. I really love making each and every one of these videos. They all mean a lot to me, and I was just looking over all my videos and I was just like, I gotta keep making more, like having a lot of them that I've posted and just remembering what I went through to make them and the struggle it took for me to be able to post once a week, every week, and now being like really ahead of the game and sort of finding my groove and just doing whatever makes things easier for me, because the easier I make things for myself, the more inclined I am to do the thing. I can think less about how to do it and just get into it, just start doing it. It really gets me, into the groove of things, and I can really lock in. I mean, I really like making videos, and I kind of treat this like a job because, this is the work I've wanted to do my whole life, and now I'm able to consistently make videos without so much stress, and it took a long time for me to get here. It took a long time for me to allow myself this grace when it comes to creating something new. And every time you make something, you never necessarily know how it's going to go, kind of thing. A lot of the time, it's being so weird. Let's say like 70% of the time, it's pretty much fine. But then there's that 30%, and it's always in the worst moments, like the worst times possible. Everything just stops working, and those times are really frustrating, and like they make me go a little crazy. But I still think it's worth the pursuit of my art and career, because I don't really see myself doing anything other than art for the rest of my life. Maybe games also, but everything else, who knows if I'll still like some of my hobbies in a couple years. Maybe I'll just get tired of it. I used to be like really into collecting keyboards and getting nice keyboards, and once I just get a good one, I'm like, okay. And I just stay with it, and I kind of forget what it's like, I guess, to collect them again. I feel the same way about controllers. I love collecting controllers. And now I'm starting to feel the same way about mice. I just want to keep finding which could be my perfect one. But I think I'm going to have to wait at least a year, because I just got a new one. I got the Ninjutsu JK. I got the Pulsar X3. It's supposed to be the same exact weight and feel as my Logitech G703 Lightspeed, which is very similar to the G503 Hero. I had that one, and that was like my first mouse that had like a good shape that felt nice to hold. It was wired, and it was a gaming mouse, and it was like my first gaming mouse. So I like that one a lot. And then after a couple years, I decided to upgrade and just go for basically the same shape, just an upgraded sensor. And it was also, let me think. Well, for one, it was charged micro USB, so that tells you kind of how old it was when I got it. That was kind of the standard a couple years ago, though. So I didn't really mind it too much, because I'd always have a micro USB cable around. It was basically the USB-C before USB-C. Like a lot of things would use micro USB. A lot of your little small electronics and appliances. So now USB-C has just overtaken it, which is, it's wild, but I love it. I love it. I feel like you can charge anything with USB-C. I saw these adapters that you can buy for your DS, your PS Vita, all those kind of little handhelds. You could just buy them, and it's like an adapter of whatever their connector is, and then it goes to USB-C. So you can just plug any USB-C cable in to charge it. And all you have to worry about is whether or not you have the right adapter on. I think that really clears up a lot of the clutter. It's honestly a really nice idea. I think I'd like to do that at some point, because I have so many things. I'm waiting for my not blue retro. It's a mod. I think it's called the Flippy Drive, and it's something that you put inside of the GameCube so you can load games off an SD card. I'm waiting for that to come in so I can actually like use my GameCube again. I also have to move it into the room I just moved in, so I can have a little more space in my bedroom. There's also a mod to make the GameCube run off of USB-C power. So you could use like any power bank. You can use like anything to charge it, you know, with the USB-C. So I really want to do that too, because that'll just make it even easier as well. I don't think I've found the right monitor yet. I've been thinking about my monitor for a while, about how I want to swap it out for something or use it as like a second screen. I think I really do enjoy and prefer the single monitor experience, but I really wish I could have like a small second monitor, just to like have some extra stuff like my music app to see it in there, or to like when I'm streaming I could see the OBS, just have it on a different screen with the chat and everything, and you know, all the different scenes, so it's like easy for me to swap between. And also I was using OBS to record videos for a while actually. I was making the videos in Vegas Pro, then swapping over to OBS with the like edited videos, and basically building what I wanted this next video to look like. And after I did that, I'd have to record. Sometimes I would record
don't remember how
like
to fucking play this game
music
at all.
playing. I tried that once. I didn't really like it. You couldn't really hear it, so I probably wouldn't do it like that again. Or I'd have to figure out exactly my perfect volume. So I lost my train of thought. Oh man. Well, anyways, this new Pulsar X3, it's gotten gamer grime on it. I've been using it a lot, and I'm so happy that it's USB-C like charging. Also, these skates are like really crazy. It's like really fast. Well, I feel really fast having them on my mouse. I've never had like serious skates like these, but they just like have them. It's fun. It's fun to use, but I feel like I still gotta break it in, and also that I hold it too far back because of this like hump thing, so maybe this isn't the perfect grip for me. I kind of hold it with my, what is this, index? It's the one that's right next to your pinky. That finger and your thumb, I kind of hold it like that because I use my pointer finger and my middle finger to be like clicking left and right click, and then on my thumb I have to put it in a specific spot. So basically I'm holding it more with like my pinky and the finger next to it, and then I'm just kind of using my thumb just to rest here and keep it a little more stable on this side. So I can also use the two buttons on the side. That's probably the best way for me to hold it. But I like it, honestly. I really like it. I like how light it is. This is my first like real esports gaming mouse. Crazy how far like I've come. I had this Corsair mouse that I really hated like 10 years ago, probably, and it was my first gaming peripheral, but it had a bunch of buttons on the side, and it was just too clunky and super heavy.
No holding back.
So really, I guess this video is about coming back to a game after you've abandoned it for a while. And I remember saying in my last video, because I actually watched it a couple of times, surprisingly, despite the amount of effort I put in, I actually like it a lot. It was more, I had to think more about it and how I wanted to do it, and I wanted to split it up, I wanted to have some fun with it, and it was simple enough for me to do, but I could also continue being a little experimental on the side. I didn't really bother doing the OBS recording, but I mean, ultimately, I'm fulfilling a goal here that I've wanted for a while. But anyways, basically, I was saying in my last video how much I love games and how much I do things for the love of the game, and the thing is, once I stop feeling that love, I feel like I just gotta move on to another game. I just have to find one that can lift me like this last one did, before it kind of clipped my wings. So I'm always on that hunt for a game that will make me feel better. And I don't know. I don't think I've found one yet. Or have I? I don't know. I think I locked in there. It got surprisingly easier. That was pretty fun. Damn, there's just so many things to fight here. It's so nice. I'm not even really sure where I am. I don't even remember the story. Yeah, that doesn't go very far at all. It's better to just run. Well, basically, it's like a fever dream, almost. Coming back to this world you knew once before, in another time, another period of your life. It's the reason I replay games. I always want to see what new perspective I can garner from my next experience. That's why I replay games every so often, to see how I still feel about them. Maybe the bond was all in my head, or it's just genuinely really fun, and the things I find fun are still fun, and the things I find annoying are still annoying. And it's kind of frozen in time, and nothing changes in there. You know exactly what you're gonna get. I mean, it's probably the same reason people have watched The Office for a million times. But I love it. I love leaving games and coming back later with some new knowledge or some new perspective that changes the way the game is for me. I like to try to speedrun games, but not really. I just like to see how fast I can get. How fast can I get through this game is my idea whenever I start a new game. I'm like, how long will it take me to beat? Because I know accomplishing the feat of finishing a game is a huge commitment and a huge task in and of itself. Because sometimes you think a game is short, and then it ends up being really long. When I played Tales of Symphonia, I never thought it would have affected me as much as it did. And I kind of loved the rabbit hole that drove me to the game I'm still playing now. I have been playing Unicorn Overlord for the last 2 months, I think. I can't get enough of that game. I've definitely slowed down a lot within the past 2 weeks, simply because of more Marvel Rivals, and then Freedom Wars also came out, and I wanted to start this off with this, but I've been playing a shit ton of Balatro. I've been loving that game, and card game? What? Who cares, I usually don't care about card games. They're never anything very exciting to me. It's like, okay, whatever. But I did really like Slay the Spire, and I can't wait for Slay the Spire 2. I am anticipating that with very much hope and excitement in my bones. So I can't wait till that comes out. But Balatro will be enough for me for now to get my deck building, card building fix.
Yes, but
This game is like, well, okay, let me try that again. I actually first found out about this game through my girlfriend's best friend's friend, and he was just playing it on his new laptop, and he was like, I'm addicted to it. And I was like, really? A card game? And I just like watched him play for a bit, and I kept asking him questions because I really like to know how new games work. I like to know the mechanics before I like dive right in, you know? Sometimes I really like to just dive right in, like in fighting games. I really like to just get in there, but I will force myself to do a tutorial if necessary, which it almost certainly is. And so I watched him play for a bit, but I still didn't really get it, though it didn't leave my mind either. I really liked the art style, the art direction. I liked how chill it felt, and he told me it was like gambling without spending money. Oh. And I was like, what? And then another one of my friends that I normally play Marvel Rivals with, it was on a day that he couldn't use Discord, so we were on Steam, and I told people about the voice chat feature on Steam that I guess not a lot of people know about, but I have used in the past when Discord wouldn't work. Steam, if you like have people in a chat, you can start like a call on there, which is really cool. And you can also watch your friend's stream. If you just like right click on their username as their friend, you can just watch the stream, or they can invite you to the stream too. So that's really cool. But I just watched him play Balatro, and I was like, what is this game? And then I started playing Balatro afterwards. I was like, okay, I downloaded it, I'm gonna try it now. And I played it on my Switch. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, but I don't really get it. And then I bought it on my phone. I paid $10 for this app, and I bought it on my phone. And it's like the only other game I need other than Pokemon TCG. Like, I've been loving that too, actually. I just started battling. I just started. It's been a little scary, but also interesting. I'm still figuring it out. It's simpler than I imagined. I kind of expected the card game to be more difficult, but it ended up pretty simple to me. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. But then again, end of the day, I'm there for cool cards, and I'm just trying to collect cards. So I've only been facing against computers. But Balatro has just been a staple for me the last couple days, especially at work. It's definitely made an impact and helped me get through it easier. So do whatever you need to get through your day, because it's worth it, if that means you're here to stay. Alright guys, well, you know me. This is where I'm signing off. Love my cat, love my wife, love my life. See you next week.